This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're coming to you live from the Sprott Symposium 2018 right here in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I have with me today Brendan Cahill of Excellon Resources Inc. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is EXN on the TSX in Canada and EXLLF in the U.S. Welcome back to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. Great to be back, and thanks for having me on again.
My pleasure. Let's start with an overview on the company, and then we'll go from there.
Well, Excellon is the highest grade silver producer in Mexico, active in the states of Durango and Zacatecas, and we've been in production since 2005.
Now let's also give a little bit of history on the company.
Sure. So again, in production since 2005, and we're coming through a very interesting turnaround period of production at Excellon. Our goal over the past couple of years has been to double production and halve our costs, and we're well on the way to doing so. Q2 this year, seeing production go from less than 300,000 silver equivalent last quarter, Q2 2017, to almost 650,000 silver equivalent this quarter in 2018, with costs coming below $10 on an all-in sustaining cost basis. Big transformation.
What is your big advantage over other producers that you feel?
Grade is king. Highest grade resource in Mexico, some of the highest grade production in Mexico as well. 5 years of mine life out ahead of us, so we've got a good run, good runway to go, and great exploration potential. And that's really, I think, one of the most important things in the industry at this stage.
And what's your track record in the district?
Well, we've been on the project for 20 years now. We've multiplied the resource numerous times since making the discovery back in 1998. And the interesting thing about this discovery is it's a brand new discovery in Mexico. You know, the Spaniards weren't here, Grupo Mexico, Peñoles, Fresnillo. This is a brand new discovery. We're just on the edge of a much larger system, and that's the exploration, target and method that we're looking for over the next few years.
So what's the size of the resource that you've reported, and are you also going to be conducting further exploration?
We're going to have a resource update out in the next few weeks, so that's something to look for. So I won't kind of talk about the size, it's just about to be updated. We are very exploration focused. We've got 2 rigs going at Platosa right now on surface and 1 rig underground, generating some very high grade results from underground. Recent results up to 10.5 meters of 3,400 gram per ton silver equivalent. Not very few things like that in Mexico. And then we've also got exploration on the Fresnillo silver trend at our other project at Miguel Auza in northern Zacatecas.
So from what you can tell me, what are some growth drivers for Excellon going forward?
This continued turnaround in production. This quarter we've seen all-in sustaining costs below $10, which is really getting up into the premier group of silver producers in the space. So we're really focusing on getting those costs down, cash flow increasing, using that to explore and find big things. I think that's the thing that's really missing in the industry right now that really gives things torque. You see the companies that generate 10 times, 20 times returns, it's because of new discoveries. Everybody is craving new discoveries in the industry. It's the lifeblood of the industry. It's absolutely essential, and we're incredibly focused on making them.
What's your background?
Oh, well, let's not get into that. I'm a lawyer by training, which I suppose is a bit unfortunate. But, the great thing is we have an incredible team at Excellon. It's a very young team. And I think that's one of the great opportunities that we have in the industry is to put a great team together of great young talent. And that's something that is also in short supply in the industry. So putting a great team together, generating new great young talent is a big focus of the company as well. Also very important in this industry right now.
Let's get your website out for more information for our investor audience, if you would.
Great. So the website is www.excellonresources.com. As Shelley mentioned, EXN on the TSX and EXLLF down in the U.S.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Cahill, Excellon Resources. I'm going to give you those symbols one more time. It's EXN on the TSX in Canada and EXLLF in the U.S. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the Sprott Symposium 2018 right here in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Thanks so much for coming back on.
Great. Thanks, Shelley.
My pleasure.